I want all the men to actually say some things that we as men could do better, and vice versa. I would love all the ladies to point out specific things that they're doing absolutely wrong that they know they can make improvements on.
Well, I just want to say I've been listening to everybody, but I am 100%. Um, I don't believe in having kids outside of marriage. I don't have any kids. I will agree that I did file for divorce from my ex-husband, partly because I didn't want to have kids with him because I saw the situation down the line and I was going to leave him eventually anyway because there was a lot of issues that he had. But I do think that women are responsible on who they choose to have a kid with. I've been able to do it all my life. If I didn't know how to do that, I'd probably have a whole lot of them because all my exes wanted them. But there was things I don't believe in having kids outside of marriage, and everyone in my family has had a kid. Besides, with the exception of my twin sister, everybody in my family has had a kid in marriage. So when my sister got pregnant, it was just like the biggest thing in the family. So I do agree. I feel that women are responsible on where they land when it comes to choosing a guy they're going to be with for the rest of their life, whether they're together or not, because they chose to have a kid with them. So I hold myself accountable, and that's why I don't have a baby daddy.
Oh wow!
Okay, so
Marcus,
that's
what you
great.
get?
That's great, Coco. I think men are 100% responsible for entertaining and keeping women past the point of disrespect. If you're in a relationship with somebody that you knew was going to be an issue, why did you move forward with that relationship? When you're vetting, part of vetting is not just okay. I think I got everything that I want to get out this woman. Let me move forward. If you get to a situation where you say the way this woman communicates when she's angry or doesn't agree with something is combative, and it's escalated, it escalates, and you continue to maintain that this is going to be a relationship, and you don't correct the behavior, and tell her if we can't correct this, then I'm not going to be in this relationship. If you continue to provide the fact that you're in a relationship past that point, that's 100% your fault. And just overall taking responsibility for that, like being a team captain on a basketball football team, you understand that everything falls on you ultimately, and in doing so, you start to be proactive and preemptive with your solution making, and I think that can resolve a lot of the situations men have with women. Because honestly, I don't understand sometimes. Like, well, why didn't you just stop that? Why didn't you just say, hey, this is a boundary, don't cross this line. Once you cross the line, repercussion. So I don't think we enforce our boundaries as men in general to the extent we should, unapologetically.
Got it.
So I guess I can give mine. And this is to both men and women, but I'm going to speak specifically to men. So my thoughts apply to both, but I'm going to speak specifically about men. I personally do not give a flying fuck what you decide to do with your life. Whatever you decide to do, I don't care. The only thing I care about is as long as you're willing to accept the consequences of those actions. I don't care what you do. You know what I mean? Obviously, keep it within reason. Like, obviously, I don't want nobody out there hurting people and shit like that. But we're talking about relationship shit right now. I don't care what you decide to do. I just want you to accept responsibility for the consequences. So if that leads to you being undesirable to a group of people, if that leads to you having a more problematic issue in dating because you made such decisions, you have to live with that. What I have a problem with is that people make the decisions that they make, and then they come back to us and tell the world, hey, you need to excuse me from what I did because it may have been beyond my. It was a mistake. I was younger. I didn't do. I know I did it, but you should treat me the same way. Like, no, accept that I don't find what you did to be a desirable thing to put up with, and that's it. And if people decide that you're not him, then you're not him. Don't come back to the congregation asking us to respect your choices. Respect your choices by not giving you the same consequences of those choices. That's not respecting your choices. So again, I don't care what you decide to do in life, accept the consequences, whatever that may be. If that means women don't want to fuck with you after that, then women just don't want to fuck with you. You don't get to go to the women and tell them you need to accept me for who I am. They don't have to. That's a consequence of your action.
Okay.
I would say, if any, I'm going to speak to the man because that's just what I do on a daily basis. If any man is aware, if any man has been enlightened on the situations, precautions, loopholes, obstacles, and traps that you can run into, I think you should have an obligation to share that information with not only the brothers that are left to your right and elders, but the young gents coming up too. I think you should charge yourself to care, because whether you like it or not, the decisions that somebody else make, even if they don't care, can indirectly impact you and affect you. It all taps into the economics, the crime rate, all that stuff is a direct impact on your life indirectly. You don't even know it. So what another man is doing in his household and his kids down the street can indirectly impact what happens to your kids if they got to ride the same school bus, or if they got to go work with them, or they got to go serve with them. Anything they got to do, we ought to understand that we all have to connect at one point. So we should have some type of care for how our peers are operating. So I would tell men to make sure that you teach other men how to stay aware and stay on top of this shit. And as far as a woman, I'm gonna just try to stay on a man. If you have a wife or you have a daughter who's enlightened or who understands this stuff, if you could potentially help her get in front of a microphone or give her the tools to talk to the women, because maybe they may not be able to hear it from us. And maybe they have to hear it from another woman. I thought it would have been Kamala or Michelle Obama, somebody like that, but they failed. They disappointed me. I thought it would. I'm still waiting on that one black woman that black women would like listen to him. Like, okay, it's a black woman saying it, and she's got the credibility behind her. So yeah, let me go try to be like her. If we can find her, I don't know where she is right now. I think I seen a glimpse of her on what's the name of that podcast, Trev, that you invited the dude over here from I think Daily Wrap Up Crew.
Oh yeah.
I seen a glimpse of her. I don't know if it's her. It might be her, but we need a her to be able to rise. We had one. It was just Pearly Things, but she was real radical with it. But I want a sister to come up and be able to talk to women. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get some traction in getting women in line, because they're not gonna listen to men. Obviously, they're not gonna even listen to their fathers. So one day, I'm hoping and praying that she comes into the space, and don't get it twisted. It's most definitely not Princella. Somebody said Shahrazad Ali, maybe. But we need a young sister out here that has the credibility, that's living a life. She's on code. She's biblically driven. She has standards, principles, all that stuff. She did everything the right way to be able to come and speak from integrity. And then maybe we'll be able to get somewhere. Other than that, Crimson Kerr, I don't know. I don't know if she's really, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm waiting on her.